I was spurned on to making this video, and this really is a serious video, and I have a question for you. I don't really look at Petapixel that often, but there was a recent article asking a question about should we compare two cameras. And a couple of big YouTubers started leaving comments. Won't say who they are, photography-related channels. And it was the most ego self-inflating pomposity and smug grotesquerie that I've read in a long time. And a couple of people said some intelligent and accurate things. I don't need to go into any details. My question to you is, and obviously I produce like the most low-budget videos imaginable, undeniably so, but I spend an enormous amount of time answering emails and tech support questions and writing free books, and I made a free tips and tricks video on Fujifilm and a book. It's in its 3rd edition. I would have written one about Nikon, but there's already like 100 books about Nikon tips and tricks. I don't like to do stuff that 100 other people have done. My question to you is, what's the percentage of people do you think that understand what's going on with like most of these YouTubers? You just say like the top 10. Wherever I am in there, who cares? I know I'm somewhere in there. Well, I mean, and I'm not like them at all, because I take what I don't like, and I've always done this in my life, and I can't stand this. I'm never going to do that. I'm going to do just the opposite, because if it's grotesque, you should do the opposite. By sake of wisdom, that's what any wise person would do. What percentage of people do you think get sucked in to, I'm going to call it really what it is, buffoonery? Recommend stuff that they themselves don't buy. They borrowed it. They wouldn't put, even though they have way more money than I do, they don't buy the stuff 9 times out of 10, but they want you to buy it, and please click on my link below. I mean, YouTube is, and I know things evolve, but I mean, YouTube was originally about making helpful videos, and like you could have a tip jar. It's like, well, I appreciate you saved me money and time. You've investigated all these things, because I don't recommend cameras that I myself wouldn't buy. I mean, nobody out there doesn't say that I don't have an enormous amount of experience with cameras. Been fixing them for ages. I know more about lenses than the top 20 YouTubers combined. I don't care if somebody thinks that's egotistical. At least it's true. Even the people that hate me like my lens recommendation. I mean, what percentage of people do you think buy into this? Do you think that it's just like dazzle and nonsense, where like they throw glitter in your face and they make these clickbaity videos that cater to the way the algorithms work? And you think they actually buy into that? It's like, this person only wants your money. I don't begrudge anybody trying to pay the bill. We're just trying to pay the bills just like you. There's a difference. There's 2 different ways to pay the bills, honestly and dishonestly. What percentage of people do you think, buy into that? I mean, aren't people like wising up? I mean, haven't they gotten sick and tired of that kind of buffoonery? One of the people in a comment said wasn't speaking to one of the top YouTubers, but he was talking to somebody else, and I don't usually read the comments, but I did, and he said something like so-and-so, meaning one of the big YouTube photographers, and the other one, which I could, you could just take a guess at who these people are. He called them, he said all these people do is produce clickbait, and they are notoriously, they didn't use the word sensationalist, but what's like those ridiculous magazines that talk about I gave birth to an alien, tabloids. Yeah, it was saying they're just like they're YouTube's version of tabloids. Like the Inquirer. It'll be like Elvis is alive and he's an alien. That sort of sensationalistic stuff that's supposed to grab your eyes when you're in the checkout lane to go get your groceries paid for, right? And when he said that, he said it to some other person. The big YouTuber, big in his own mind or her mind, whatever. Oh, he must have read that because he responded explosively. But what the guy said was, it was accurate. They are. They're kind of like the Inquirer magazine of "Click on me, look at me, ye." They do come across, and their visuals are much better than mine. I mean, I don't edit videos, not doing swipes, but I've never highly recommended a camera that I myself didn't also stick my money into. What percentage of people do you think? Because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty certain of this, and I think all these camera companies are terminally stupid. Sony, Nikon, and Fujifilm are terminally stupid in that they don't see the unseen. And what do I mean by the unseen? The unseen is all the people that watch that have a brain and this guy's got a motive or an agenda. He's trying to sell me garbage. He just wants me to click on like and click on the affiliate link. I'm not going to buy. I don't buy this garbage. There's an enormous amount of people just watch and they're able to decipher facts, logic, and reason from tabloid garbage and trash. And by God, I hope that's who I cater to. I really do, because I think that number is enormous. Actually, I know it is. Not talking about subscribers here, because I've never told anybody to click the like or subscribe button. Point being is that my views are astronomically high. They're really, really high. I do get a lot of views, and doesn't translate into money, really. But I'm not selling, other than some, handmade leather products. I don't sell any cameras or I don't have any affiliate links, and I'm not associated with any company. I'm a huge fan of Fujifilm and of Nikon. Nikon hasn't done anything worthwhile for many years, but that's not my fault. Don't blame me for Nikon's ineptitude. Still love Nikon. I wish they would pull their head out of their backside, but that's not up to me, is it? What do you think? I mean, did you eventually did you fall for it, or did you fall for these people's tabloid buffoonery? Is I can see the big picture now, what these people are trying to do. They're always trying to peddle me new stuff and telling me to click on their links and buy their books. I have more than a few books myself, but all my books are free. Spent a lot of time writing books and giving them away for free, so that makes me feel good. It doesn't put any money in my pocket, and it doesn't let me have a real vacation, which I'm dying to have. It definitely doesn't do that, but it actually makes me feel good. Some things are worth more than money. Money can make you comfortable, and I live in not such a spectacular house, but at least it's paid for. I don't have a mortgage. I don't have, I don't party, and I don't go out to restaurants, so when I find an amazing camera that I could appreciate and or make money with, because I make money with my medium format cameras, and I love the hell out of Fujifilm. I've never said Fujifilm did everything right. Never done that. That last lens they made, the 50mm f1, just no damn good. Oh man, everybody wrung me through the ringer on that one. Oh, you're such an idiot. That's a great lens. No, it's not. It's not a good lens. And then sure enough, the people that everybody respects, the DPR site, they came out with a review saying it was the worst lens of the year. It's oh, that fat tattooed guy was right. Of course I'm right. When I said I know more about lenses than anybody on YouTube, I mean I do. Don't like it? Don't care. It's still true. My question is, do you buy their tabloidism? And I don't really care. I just found those comments on that article from a day or two ago. There's just, man, they were just, it was just egotistical, insane, oh, it was just like a vomitorious spew fest of radical egotism. Well, these people could have just kept their mouths silent, but they could. I mean, they couldn't. Apparently, they read the comments, and people were being truthful. They were just talking amongst themselves, and you know, sometimes the truth hurts, right? And man, they must have been cut deep, not literally, cut deep, and they had to respond. And I just don't have any respect for these people. I just don't. I know people don't have respect for me in many certain areas, but for God's sakes, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want people to save money and, you know, tips and tricks, and don't tell anybody to sell their gear to buy something else. I mean, isn't that the better part of what is noble in helping others? I don't always succeed at that, but I try to live that. You know, that's the reason why the books that I spend a lot of time on, I give away for free. I think it's just popularity, you know, because I've said forever my whole life, nothing true is popular, nothing popular is true. There's a famous YouTuber, they didn't turn me on because I don't really watch other YouTubers. I don't. Honest to God, I don't, other than like classical music. There's some cute blonde girl, and her whole thing, she's got like nearly 1 million subscribers, and she's all about eating raw and like, you know. And I just found it funny. I didn't watch her videos, but it's just kind of hilarious. It's like, you know, scrubbing her body with avocado squeezings, or, you know, one of those real hippie chicks, and she's just like total vegan, and I guess all the vegans loved her. Now everybody hates her. Like a year ago or so, she total hypocrite. I'm sorry, I got to tell this story because it's so funny. And she's just total vegan, and all these vegans following, and all of a sudden she's eating steaks. Then on top of it, to add insult to injury, she's like, "Oh man, I buy my steaks from this." So she was getting kickback money by like pimping this steak delivery service. You know, they like ships you a bunch of dead cow, and everybody. She must not be that smart. She's like, you know, don't you know, girl? Most of your subscribers are like, you know, dreadlocked, wearing hardcore vegans, and like all of a sudden you're, you know, you've gone corporate and telling everybody you're eating dead cow. Now everybody hates her. Every video she posts is just. The only reason I'll like tune in for a minute or two is just like to look at I'll read the comments. Like, I hate you. I have no idea who you are now. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry, it's just so funny. It's like a soap opera. It's a soap opera, but way better. It's real. YouTube is strange. Not like bad strange. Well, sometimes it could be. It's strange. I just wanted to know what your thoughts on this are. You know, what is the percentage of people you think that buy into this tabloid YouTube photography stuff? Buy now! Click like and subscribe! Make sure you click on my affiliate link for this greatest camera! I mean, does anybody with a half a brain buy into that? And there must be, because there's a lot of views there. A lot. Do people just tune in for the buffoonery? Or do they tune in and they actually believe that? Tripe. Poppycock. Phooey. Nonsense. It's a kind of a curious question that I have. I don't know what your thoughts on that are, but... You tell me.